Shalom, 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 shalom. I want to give all praises to the one true power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit in Paleo Hebrew. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder prophets, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who will well through the Spirit and bring forth 100% of the Most High doctrine to the best of their ability. Lord willing, they can continue to endure and be sincere. In the mighty Shalom, to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, they can continue in the same spirit to endure and to be sincere. Shalom to the Akwatiyum that are believers of His word. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue in your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. The Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not the faith. This is a comment and inbox message that I have received. Um, and it's just amazing to be at work and having a conversation with my boss, my supervisor, really the captain of my congregation on this side, and we're talking about being with the Lord, and we talking about the little suffering, we talking about the powers that men is gonna have, we talking about the garments, like put your garment on, and then I get this message, and outside of it, it shows the sheep, men and women, because this is from a sister, um, Aqua, that truly believes. You know, this is not about forcing anybody to believe. It's just people are hearing the word and they're having confirmation that wow, this is the truth. So it is motivating to see somebody actually watching a video. It's motivating to see somebody else gets it, But it's beautiful to have a conversation at work where I'm not around people and to out of nowhere get notifications on videos and comments or messages from people on social media talking about the Lord or man, I can't wait to get out of here. It's amazing. So let's read what this sister said. It says, meditate on our deliverance is a good lesson. I visualize you, the other brothers, and elect men together with Yahushai making a toast. Me and the other women on a different chariot, laughing, happy, talking, excited that we have new glorified bodies. I also visualize the pain and suffering we may go through, possibly lose our home, being separated, put into camps because we didn't take the MOTB. Crazy. Lord willing, we make it on them chariots. Lord willing, you know. And the best thing to do while you waiting is to pursue and be occupied in your faith, right? Which is in Yahweh Shem Shai. But I just wanted to go to this one point, talking about going into your house. And since that's going into like the prophecy into Jacob's trouble, let's speak that into tuition, right? What one step closer, you know, one step closer to another prophecy to crack open. This is Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, and I'm going to read verse 70. It says, "For then shall be great insurrection against the neighboring cities because of them that feared God. They shall be like madmen, sparing none." Right? That goes into the nation of Esau because even Antiochus, Epiphanes, and the Maccabees, he became a madman when he was pursuing the children of Israel. Right? But this is Esau, right? Because he's the top madman out of all nations, right? So it says, "And they shall be like madmen, sparing none, to abduct and hide them that still fear God." When you go back into the history of Harad, with the Harad, right? He wasn't sparing none. He wasn't sparing no child. He was killing all newborn boys because of hearing of the Messiah and wanted to act like, hey, let me see the son of the Most High, so I can bow down and worship him. Nah, he wanted to kill him. You know, when you go into Harab, when we go into Exodus, that's just the same little spirit of the day of Pharaohs, right? Let me get a side precept before I continue reading, which is Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You know, you must always follow the trail of your enemies. You know, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I'm going to read verse 50. Starting at 49, it says, "And the Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far." It's the Lord that brought these nations. It's the Lord that brought Esau from far, right? Because that just shows you this is the hand of the Lord. That shows you that we're in the system of Yahweh Hashem. That's another thing. Nobody can take you off the truth. Nobody can bring you in the truth. Only Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. St. John 6 and 44. It's Yahweh that draws you to his son, right? So again, Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Wait. So like 49, it says, "And the Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth." That is to be the symbol of this nation. Even though multiple nations use the eagle, but when we go into prophecy, when we go into empire, especially the heads of the captivity of Israel, right? Esau used an eagle, right? To keep going, it says, "A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce of countenance, we shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young." Right? They got movies of slavery and stuff showing you how they was treating young and old. Go watch. I like this one, Gaban Gatam, because it's so X-rated. It shows everything. You got homosexual sweet tart bandits touching your children, right? You got the women getting a penny or a damn coin just to bring in a slave child. And her main job is to bring forth laboring children. After 9 months, blah, 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 then she heals. Sometimes you got to go in history. Sometimes the oppressor didn't even care if the girl got healed. That depends on if he was a nice, you know, ruler, right? But real, when they came, they didn't give not two shits about us. So even if a woman was healing, and she was able to, move that monkey, Esau was making that thing happen because he wanted breeders. He has some brothers that was their main job was to, excuse my language, fuck, 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 and bring in laboring children. They'll have a dumb, strong nigga and a little intelligent woman. So, or they'll just have two dumb parents because they don't want the kids to be smart, right? So they didn't regard the person, let's read it again, they didn't regard the person of young or old, right? And that's where we go back to Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 71. They shall be like madmen sparing none to abduct and hide them that still fear God, right? Verse 72, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." And that's what she said. She said, "I also visualize pain and suffering, and we may go through possibly uh, suffering. We may go through possibly losing our home, right? And how we gonna lose our home in this? They're gonna cast us out of our homes, and of course they're gonna be going through our stuff and throwing it around. You know what I'm saying? Just like what they do, when they raid in drug dealers' trap houses or wherever, right? 73, it says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as the gold in the fire," right? So we want those things to happen because we're going to be known to be in the chosen. Let alone you're going to see other people going through what you're going through, and they might not be the chosen. But for you, everything you're doing right now is being marked. Just like people that's not taking Yahweh Shema Shai, his truth, his servant serious, you have been marked, right? It's two different marks going on, right? You got people that's teaching. Let me make sure. Let's get it, you know, because like how me and my brothers we try to follow the same suit as the brothers in Great Millstone. Not a respect of person, but when it comes to edifying, you want to build. It's mostly letting the scriptures talk, right? So yeah, let's let the scriptures talk. This is Romans the 16th chapter, verse 17. It says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offense contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them." Right? And we got different marks. And there's other people that's in this truth that's teaching something contrary to the 100%. Right? So they're making division. If the Lord chose you to teach, you're teaching in all spectrums, right? So you might see brothers going into getting your faith, going into your Hawashai, going into prophecies, parables, dark sayings, and then they might see a video or a brother say something, and they might do a video on it because you have to remember it's sheep's. If it's sheep's or if it's people the Lord sending to me to watch men, women, children watching me, you best believe you best believe it's freaking sheep going to watch them. And some people that's going to watch a false teacher might not be a sheep, but you'll know when a sheep is a sheep when they hear the Lord's voice, right? You know. But we should be preparing for the coming of the Lord. We should be preparing for the coming of terror, right? Because this is not our rest. This is not our rest. Why should we be why should we be entertaining a place that is not our rest? So like I'm kind of everywhere right now. I had my mind on a precept, and now I believe it left me. Yeah, it probably left me. Right? I might think about it after I get off this live. Right? So being separated. I got another one. Right? The suffering we're gonna go through is really a classic. I was gonna go to Second Maccabees, the 6th chapter, but now I just started Wisdom of Solomon, the ninth. Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter. Right? Because it's really just about being tried on the side. Right? So let's just read it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. Right? Just like when you really look at what Stephen, to the wicked eyes, they think they really doing something. But Stephen is doing something way greater than what, and they don't even see it, And that's supposed to be motivating for us on this side, right? He stood firm for the faith of the Lord, and that goes back to the elder Eleazar, right? Which means, God help me, right? Because that's another name for Alazar, right? Eleazar is another name for Alazar, right? So verse 2, it says, "In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery." And that was off of what I said earlier. You might see other people going with what you're going through, but in that day, the chosen is going to be known. People are going to know that, oh man, that's the people of the Lord. And they could be going through worse than you. You could be eating and they want food. And you might give them, they might just touch you. And like me and my, I was just talking about it. What if out of nowhere, a twinkling of an eye, you start getting a healing power, and you see a brother going through something, and then you just think, and he just get healed. And if that person get healed, that can be a chosen of the lesser stock. You know, they probably wasn't doing the work, but by faith they got healed. Whoo! It says, "And their departure is taken from misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace." Right? The men of the Lord is going to be at peace when it comes to seeing their death, or in the guillotine. Some of us might say, "Oh man, I'm gonna fight them back." But when that day comes, especially if you that chosen, you're gonna take it like Stephen. You're gonna take it like Eleazar. Right? The most toughest man that's in this ministry is gonna not say fold. You're gonna yield because you believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Better way to go out is a glorious death by letting them. Guess what? If this is meant, is because Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai gave you the notion. But you can't do nothing to me unless Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai give you to say so. And what if they be like, oh, what if they do just like that cop, right? And you speaking in the real name of the Lord, and they try to get that guillotine to go, and they won't even budge. You know, it won't even budge. Or what if it comes down and the joint just break right on your neck, like you the man of steel? Dang, man, that's exciting, man. Let me read a few more because I got to go back here in this plantation. Verse 4, it says, though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality, right? They might be punished in the sight of other men and women, right? But their hope is full of immortality, right? That's why that spirit might come on you. You might not even feel pain. And you might be looking like, yo, did you stab me? Did you do? And you know what I'm saying? Like they might have you shackled all the way up, and them chains just feel loose, like in the moment when Peter was in jail or when Paul was in jail, right? You got to be thinking of the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. These buildings, this car, this airplane, this shit don't, excuse my language, don't got shit on Yahweh Shem Shai, right? Me and my brother, like we tired of this place. But it comes to, can you endure? Can you handle this little affliction? First Corinthians, no, Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. This is a light affliction. You know, we got to be in this thing to handle it, but you got to meditate and desire your peace. You got to meditate and desire the comfort of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You have to desire being on that chariot, right? Verse 5, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for God proved them and found them worthy for himself, right? That goes back to what Shamuela always was bringing out, 2 Timothy 2 and 15 in the G&T. Win the approval of the Most High. That's what we're doing. When you press towards the mark, you're trying to win the approval of Yahweh Shema Shai, of being his chosen, of being his servant, of being his prisoner, man. Are you a vessel fit for honor, or are you a vessel fit for destruction, man? That's why we got to work out our own salvation, right? You want to see that the Lord is moving you, but we're not of that number. Lord willing, we are. Why we not gonna make ourselves of that number? And nigga, you going through the same suffering as them. You ain't healing nobody. You ain't Shabar trying to heal a girl's foot and make it seem like you healing. Why he ain't healing somebody else? You just heal one person. Why don't you use that power to heal somebody else? This is serious. This is not no game. This thing is not about views. It's about edifying and building the people back to the Lord, right? It's like soon as you start knowing this is real, you start dropping the shit that's holding you back. Your dreams and your desires in this world start fading away, and then you start thinking, man, I just want to provide for my household, you know? Because that's what it's about. Living a simple life and giving your all to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? Verse 6, it says, as gold in the furnace have he tried them and received them as a burnt offering, right? We're an offering. Starting with the elect men. You have to lay yourself down more than any man or woman on this earth. The men of the Lord, you have the biggest, most important job, bro. The most important job, right? And it's all directed by Yahweh Shemal Shai. If he ain't dealing with you, you ain't doing the video. You ain't studying. You ain't pulling yourself out of that damn hole like you Joseph, man. You know? But the true men of the Lord know that they need Yahweh Shemal Shai. You know? Man, let me get these last two, verse 7. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. Who's the stubble? Esau, man. Right? Brother's gonna be like Flash. Micah 4 and 13. That horn is gonna be that ray of light, right? Lightning, man. It's gonna be light beams coming out your eye. Man, we're gonna be a power force, right? We were already a power. Who was the first one that showed that power? Right? We're gonna think about Jacob wrestling an angel, man. That's what it's about. Last verse, verse 8, it says, and they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. Right? That is a gift. That is a reward. That is a prize. That is something that is definitely worth waiting for, being patient, being sure. Right? This is not no ifs, ands, or buts. This is a 100% guaranteed. You know, it might seem long, you know, but the wait is worth it. And after you watch this video and you really think and meditate on what was said, go to Psalms 126 and read verse 1 and 2. This is just a dream. So you might as well start laughing now, because when that day, if we are that number, we're going to literally laugh. So with that, I want to give all praise to the one true power, and there's only one, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.